my channel. I'm in a much better mood than last week, as you can tell. I still have what we're pretty sure now is hay fever, and if this is hay fever, I give up, because the first bout of it came about after I did an intense day of cleaning, and then this second bout came about after my sister and I bathed the cats. So yeah, it's probably hay fever, and in which case, awesome. For the next 2 videos, we are diving back into the Harry Potter universe, because I have a couple more Harry Potter characters to familiarize you with. I obviously enjoy making Harry Potter characters, but what can I say? The series just inspires me so much, and I personally think that's a very good thing. And as long as I have ideas for the original characters I create, I don't see a problem with continuing to create them. Other people probably see a problem with me continuing to create them, my therapist probably being one of them, but I don't see a problem with it. But for this week, we are diving into the world of Little Miss Lyra, not Lyra, I pronounce it Lyra, Mira, Lupin. For the sake of my sanity of not wanting to explain the Harry Potter universe again, I will link Heidi's video down below so you can check that out, where I delve into, you know, the world that anyone over the age of alive should know. And let's get right into Lyra. Lyra came about a little strangely. I honestly intended her to be a one-shot character. I came up with the idea for Tonks to have a child when Order of the Phoenix started, when she was introduced into the series. When we first meet her, she's about 9 months old. Before any of you ask, no, Remus is not her father. Her father is a fellow Aura who decides that he cannot be a father. And I don't touch Tonks' age. I don't change anything about her, just the fact that she's a mother. Lyra is a Christmas baby, almost. She's born about a week before the holiday. Like I said, her biological father wants nothing to do with her. So Remus and Sirius step in to help Tonks take care of the baby and herself, obviously. As I said, Lyra was supposed to be a one-shot character, and a baby at that. I knew she was going to be like Tonks. She's a metamorphagus. That is a very hard word to pronounce. She's like Tonks and Teddy. And she's also accepting of those around her, namely Remus. That was one of the big things I wanted. I wanted her and Remus to have a good bond. As a baby, she doesn't know hatred or prejudice, obviously, because she, you know, that's a learned thing with babies. And for her, all Remus is someone who loves her very much, takes care of her when her mom's not there. Hi, honey. Takes care of her when her mom's not there, and occasionally makes her giggle because he makes fun of Sirius. Because she wasn't planned beyond that one shot, creating her took some time, and she was definitely a work in progress as I wrote. Obviously, because she was growing as I wrote. She kind of comes into her own and develops as I go along the stories. The easiest part of writing Lyra is also the hardest part of writing her, and that's her being a baby. For me, there's nothing harder than writing anyone who doesn't talk in full sentences or coherently. That's how I talk, that's how I type, that's how I text. My brain works in full sentences, and I try to work coherently, but you've all witnessed me blabber over my own tongue before, so we know how that goes. But that's what babies do. They talk in partial sentences. They don't talk coherently. They babble and they make adorable baby sounds. Have you ever tried to write baby sounds? It's not easy. But it's also an advantage, because she can be in a scene and even be the center of the scene, but she doesn't have to say anything. She can help make people feel better. She can break awkward silences. You know, writing babies is like a tit for tat kind of thing. You get the difficulty, but at the same time, you get those scenes where it's like, she's there and she's what makes it easier. And it was definitely a challenge I liked taking up. I think that's why I was so willing to go ahead and make longer stories for Lyra, because I liked the challenge of writing a baby into toddler. Best memory, hands down, for Lyra is the first time she calls Remus Da. She doesn't call him Dad, he's Da. She's sitting in his lap, standing with his aide, and she pats his face, like, you know, like babies do. And when he smiles at her, she just says that one word, 2 little letters, just in time for Tonks to hear as she's getting home from work, and it stuns everyone. Sirius finds it hysterical because he's serious. Remus, his only reaction is he's nervous about how Tonks is going to react to her daughter calling a werewolf her father when he's not biologically her father and he's a werewolf, and we all know how Remus's brain spirals. Tonks just wonders where her daughter learned the word, since no one has, or learned to associate Remus with that word, since no one has ever called Remus that around her. He's always ever been Remus or Mooney. For Lyra to take that step declaring Remus as her father, Tonks is pleased with it. And she's very happy that Lyra loves Remus. And it was actually the perfect building moment I needed to bring Remus and Tonks together within that world. And the best part is it wasn't planned at all. It's just how it happened. Worst memory for Lyra came in her holiday-specific story. It revolved around her 7 Christmases while attending Hogwarts. And in her 3rd year, she gets pulled from class because Tonks was seriously injured at work. And she's being picked up by Remus to go be with her and Teddy in the hospital. The only other time I really wrote Lyra upset, she was still a baby and she was just really reacting to the mood of the room around her. This time, she's almost 14 years old, aware of what's going on and how close she came to losing her mother. Like Tonks, Lyra's hair changes with her mood, and when she's scared, it goes pure white. For nearly the entire chapter, her hair is that white color, and it doesn't go back to her traditional lilac until they get word that Tonks is going to be okay. Anytime a parent is in danger of being lost, it's hard to write for me. I was raised by a single parent. It was just my mom, me, and my siblings for years. And I'm always terrified anytime something happens to my mom. So I was having to deal with that kind of thinking while I was writing it. And anytime I have to do that, it's just not fun. I've said it multiple times now, and I'm saying it again. Lyra was originally a one-shot character. I just wanted to try out the idea and move along. I had plenty on my plate at the time without adding another multi-chapter story to it, but it's who I am, and the response for her was so overwhelming. Now that she's finished, as far as I can tell, I feel so accomplished because I took her from this little 9-month-old baby into an 18-year-old in her final year at Hogwarts, and she sits very special with me, along with my other characters that I've basically grown up through their stories. That is our character breakdown for Lyra, Mira, Lupin. Anyone who wants to read either her original story or her holiday story, I will link both down in the description below, along with Heidi's video, and to be completely honest with you, probably Sabrina's video as well, because, I'm me. If you like the video, let me know down in the comments below, along with your idea for an original character. Tell me what your ideal original character is. I don't want to hear anyone say they don't like original characters, because if that's true, why are you watching my videos? But give me your ideal original character, and we'll see if we have any similarities. As always, all of my social media handles will be down in the description below, along with my blog if you want to check out the post that goes along with this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and also hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!